Hi guys, if you remember the box from one of my other videos, the one I French polished, well today we're going to be lining it, and all I've done to prepare this is to put some colour around the top, because when we line it I don't go to the very top. I leave a little bit of a gap. Now if you've got a very dark wood, you could do it black, just a thin strip of black paint or whatever colour suits the box or the material you're going to use. I'm using a goldy coloured material, and so I've done it in gold, and it's let's see if you can get better. And so I've got as close as I can anyway. So put that to one side. So we know I've got the material. So go to your fabric store, craft store, and pick up a material that you think will suit your box. And you'll also need some filler. I don't know the exact name for this type of stuff, but it's just for filling, to pack things out, and you'll know when you see it. It's like lots of fibres all stuck together. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, sorry. And card, you'll need some card. This is very stiff card, and it's about 1.5 mil thick. It doesn't matter if it's got a colour. You can have white, you can have black, you have blue. It doesn't really matter, unless you've got material which is slightly see-through. You might want the colour showing through, just to give it a richer colour in itself. So there's card, a little bit of string. I'll show you what that's used for in a little while. Now what you've got to do with the card, cut out the card so that it fits the box. The string, when you measure the width and the length, and leave a couple of mil around the edge for the material, but when you're testing it, don't just put it in. If it's a little bit tight, you're not going to get it out, so put a little bit of string in there. So when that fits in, you can use the string to pull it back out, because if it does get jammed in there, it's very difficult. I did that right at the beginning, and it's very difficult to get out. So the string, you've got to have a little bit of space around the edge, so the string is fine, or a piece of ribbon, whatever, and you can pull that out. Okay, so that's what the string's for. And then let's put that back in. What you also need is the sides. Measure the sides, and leave in a couple of mil each side, or the depth of, or the thickness of the card. So we've got those in. Okay, you can see where I'm coming up to the top. Just bring that in. So I'm just a little bit short on the top. When the material's on, it'll be just fractionally short of the top. You want to cut out your filler, same size as the card. So that's to that size, and the base. This is just for the base. You will do the lid exactly the same way. I'm just doing the base today. So we've got the filler. Then you want your material. Material. You want big enough to come around the back. Remember there's filler going on as well, so it'll come up. Let me just put that on as well. It's more or less how it'll go, and then that'll come round, stick on. It doesn't have to be a tidy cut. Just give yourself, what's that? Inch and a half, just enough to come round. Because what will happen is, you see, double-sided tape, and you'll get this from carpet stores. Okay, it's used for putting carpet down normally, and it's very, very tacky. So you're going to peel back one side. Make sure you've got enough overlap on all sides. Then taking this, a little bit of a stretch. Can't stretch it too much because it's not anchored on the other side yet. You can do the same on the other side. Whichever it is, you can pull, or you can turn it around. I find it this easier. Now give it a, not an almighty pull, but enough so you know that it's stretched and pulled tight, taking any creases out, and lay that flat. So now we have that so far. Now we can take this end off. Give that a pull, press it on, pull that up, press it on, try and keep it so there's a 45-degree angle there, so you've got the same pull on each side. So what we have is your base cushioned, and all we've got to do is get rid of these corners here. And I'm not too particular, because they're going to have tape on them anyway. Just mind you don't cut too far into the corner, because that will show on the edge. That's okay. Some people, when they line in boxes, they're very particular on this bit of it, but there's no reason to be, because it's been taped down. They're stopping it being taped over there. We're putting some tape on that. So now we're putting tape on again. Then we have the first piece. Do exactly the same with the sides. There we go, nice bit. There we have a padded box. Nicely lined, padded. Perfect for jewellery or anything else, keepsakes. Just do exactly the same for the lid. Well, that's it guys. Here's the box, nicely polished. And The hinges are back on, box in, and there is it lined with the padding. Nicely done. Hope you enjoyed that, and buy up some old boxes and get going. Apart from that, you know, from my last video I polished another box as well, and I bet you're wondering what happened to that one. Well, here it is. This is the one. And the lining, I left the original lining in there. It's a little bit dirty, but I think that adds to it. It shows its age, and sometimes it's best to leave all that on. There you go. And those are the two boxes. Thanks for watching.